have a question that I would like to ask everyone today. Have you ever lost a loved one or friend due to an accident, an illness, a disease? Have you ever known anyone that could have had a transplant to save their life? Have you ever wished you could help? Well, there is a way to help. It's called organ donation. I know that everyone has heard of this, but most don't give it a second thought. It's an issue that most people in general don't want to think about, not realizing that someday they may come face to face with this very issue. As recently as the late 1960s and early 1970s, irreversible cardiopulmonary failure was the only standard for determining death for purposes of organ donation after cardiac death. This was replaced by brain death. Brain death may result in legal death, but with the heart still beating and with mechanical ventilation, all other vital organs may be kept completely alive and functional, providing an optimal opportunity for organ transplant. Healthy humans have 2 kidneys, a redundancy that enables living donors to give a kidney to someone who needs it. The most common transplants are those given to close relatives, but people have given kidneys to other friends. The rarest type of donation is the undirected donation, whereby a donor gives a kidney to a stranger. The demand for organs significantly surpasses the number of donors everywhere in the world. There are more potential recipients in organ donation waiting lists than organ donors. In the United States, about 108,000 people are on waiting lists. Wait times and success rates for organs differ significantly between organs due to demand and procedure difficulty. 3/4 of patients in need of an organ transplant are waiting for a kidney. At the Oregon Health and Science University, for example, the median patient who ultimately received an organ waited only 3 weeks for a heart. The wait time for pancreas or liver was 3 months. However, the wait time for a kidney was 15 months. Each day, an average of 79 people receive organ transplants. However, an average of 18 people die each day waiting for transplants that can't take place because of the shortage of donated organs. Statistics can sometimes be overwhelming and difficult to understand. One thing to remember is that every number in the statistic you view is a person who either needs your help and is waiting for a life-saving transplant, or a person who has left a lasting legacy through organ and tissue donation. Either way, each number represents a life: a mom, a dad, a brother, a sister, even a child, someone who is important to someone else, maybe even to you. Organ donations and transplants may be taking place at any time, but while the waiting list continues to grow, the number of donors may also rise. The reality is that the number of candidates waiting continues to dwarf the number of donor organs available, and only you can change this. Here are some interesting facts. As of May 4th, 2009, the percentage of recipients who were still living 5 years after their transplant is for kidneys 69.3%, heart was 74.9%, the liver was 73.8%, and lungs were 54.4%. And another statistic was in 2010, 62% of living donors were women. Organ transplantation has become an accepted medical treatment for end-stage organ failure. The facts prove it, but only you can help make it happen. You can do this by remembering to sign the back of your driver's license, You can have a living will, which states you want to be a donor, or you can make your position aware of your wishes. Letting go of a loved one is the hardest thing in the world that anyone would ever have to do. But if through them, through their organs, you can save another life, a little piece of them continues to live. So visit organdonor.gov and learn more on how you can save a life. New names are added to the list every 10 minutes. So please, take that time and help save a life.